Last week, my wife gave birth to my little girl. So we had a daughter. So in this speech, I wanted to talk a little bit about Caesarian births versus vaginal birth, and how they can be a lot more risky and a lot harder than a vaginal birth, and how the recovery process is a lot different. Um, First off, I want to tell you that vaginal births do have a bigger risk. A smaller risk than a cesarean birth. First off, with a cesarean, they have to actually cut open the stomach. So my wife had to have a cut from hip to hip for them to pull my daughter out of. Uh, they had to also, when you do a vaginal birth, they just give them some pain medicine. You don't actually have to give them too much anesthesia, like actually put them under. But with my wife, they almost nearly had to put her under. It's so much anesthesia that actually, like right after my daughter was born, in fact, my son was a C-section birth also. Both times right afterwards, she like passed straight out. Second, the recovery time on a cesarean is about 6 weeks when compared to a natural vaginal birth is about 1 week. Since there's so much trauma to the insides from the cut, it takes a little while longer for a woman to recover and get her body to a strength where she can do normal things like you can't drive for 2 weeks, walking stairs is hard, sneezing, coughing is painful, you can't lift heavy, you can't even take baths because you got the stitches that you have to keep clean and dry. So you have to it's a lot of precautions you have to take. Lastly, a cesarean, the surgery can lead to complications down the road, depending on different things. Like recently, last week, my wife had to go to the emergency room twice because she had fluid on her heart, which was causing her to have high blood pressure and her heart to enlarge a little bit because of the C-section. Um, there are other things that can happen also because of the C-section. That's just one example. That just shows you that the birth during the C-section is a lot more of a strain on a woman's body than a natural vaginal birth. For example, my wife's sister had a daughter like the week before. Basically, she had a vaginal. She was up and about in about 2 days. It's a lot different. I think that the amazing experience of witnessing the cesarean, I got to view both live, and understanding the things that my wife had to go through lets me know that women vaginal also, but the cesarean births are very hard, and women are very strong to be able to go through those and make it out the other side and do a full recovery. That's why I wanted to talk a little bit more about the cesareans. I'm glad everyone was able to join me. Thank you for listening. Y'all have a great and blessed evening.